lovers, I'm going to discuss this book today. It's all about robots, automation, and how all of them are going to change the world in the future. So here are my 3 takeaways, quick one before I go to bed tonight. So the first takeaway is about how robots are taking over our lives. I mean, it's already been here for a long time. If you look at how we are using our phones, just take for example Waze. Bots are actually getting us to places. Bots are actually running all of our processes at the workplace or in the factories. You've got robotic arms, mending and building all of our products that we are using. Robots are everywhere. It's just about a matter of time when robots actually take over most of our work, and that's what this book is actually talking about. So there were a lot of stories around how low wages and all of those low-income jobs are being taken over today. For example, like in the US, there are food trucks that are already equipped with robotic arms to make pizzas. So if let's say someone orders a pizza, that the food truck will actually drive to the destinations. While driving there, a robotic arm will automatically take the order and create a pizza at the back. The robotic arm makes the dough, lays all of the ingredients on top, shove it into the oven and bring it out, and that's what you get. Vending machines in Japan are everywhere. You don't really need a store anymore to buy stuff. You can just get it out from the vending machine, put some money in, choose the products that you want, you get it. I mean, if you're looking at robotics, Japan is a place to be. I've been there a couple of times and it's just amazing as to how they use robots to run their storefront, to be part of their lifestyle at home, to take care of the home, robotic vacuum cleaners around and so forth. So it seems inevitable that robots and AI and automation will be taking over most of the low-income jobs in the future, and all of the jobs such as like engineering and creative jobs will be the last few jobs that will be remaining for us to do. The rest will just be automated, and there's a reason for it. Now, my second takeaway is to answer my question as to why are these jobs being taken by robots. There are a couple of things like Tesla and all of these manufacturing companies have in common. They share the same challenges when it comes to humans forming a union and requesting for their rights and for their fair share of pay in the organization, which will create risk for the whole manufacturing process. And all of this kind of like add up to the challenges that you would have if you were to hire a human. Now, in comparison to that, imagine now having robots doing the same jobs. The robots can work 24/7, they are precise, and they don't complain, they don't ask for more pay, they hardly fall sick unless any of their mechanical parts break down. But generally, if they are supposed to do certain tasks, they'll do it well and they'll constantly do it throughout the whole day without even complaining. And that's what a lot of companies today are looking to cut costs, to increase efficiency in their production and output. Now the question is, what happens if there are people losing jobs and the robots are taking over it? Well, on a macroeconomic scale, if there are people losing jobs, that means there won't be enough consumers to consume the products that the robot is producing, and that's where some of the major contention happens. And it was quite a good topic that this book was trying to cover. How businesses are being run today to reduce costs and to compete in the marketplace. Automation and robots is definitely one major strategy. Hence, human jobs will inevitably be impacted. Right, my third takeaway is the rise of AI, the brain part coupled with the robotics part that will change the way we view ourselves, our survival, and how we interact with the machines in the future. Some of the possible outcomes that were shared in the book is where humans coexist with machines. They work together to actually solve problems, to get work done. Another bleak future is about when machines and AI becomes more intelligent than humans, and that's where the problem comes in. So when this happens, when machine AI becomes just as smart as humans and exceeds human intelligence, this is what the AI experts call singularity, a point in time where we cannot turn back anymore as the machines tend to take over and rule us. It's a very strange future, which I think a lot of people don't believe it will come true. Now, when AI and machines come together, we are just assuming that we somehow are able to formulate a brain that is a digital brain that's very similar to ours. I mean, we're nowhere near close to it. Scientists today believe that even the smartest machines today is operating at a fraction of what our minds are able to achieve. The complexity of the mind using such minimal power is just something that the computers today can't achieve. So one of the closest one to it is a machine from IBM called Watson. It is a very powerful machine that is able to do a lot of probability super fast to find the best answer, right? And it's able to actually sift through a whole large amount of knowledge, but that it is in no means able to reach the complexity of how our minds work. Now, what do I think about the book? I loved it. I enjoyed reading about the future and how machines are taking our mundane jobs and our day-to-day processes, just because we humans don't want to do it anymore. But unfortunately, that comes with consequences, right? More humans will be displaced without jobs. They will not be able to get a salary to be able to survive, and there's going to be a lot of other complications going down in the future. So to have a view, a macroeconomic view about how businesses are going to run in the future and how people and consumers are going to be impacted by that, if you put it together, it just doesn't sum up right. And the book kind of like shares what we're going to do next, how we're going to reposition ourselves and to create more jobs for more people, and to create jobs that the machines can't catch up at this point. So it's just going to be this engine that's going to go on into the future, and for those who are not on this engine of innovation, they're going to be falling behind. And in terms of the keeper rating for this book, 3.5 out of 5. I do enjoy it. I love books about the future, and it's something that I'll be referencing. I'm sure that it's going to be a future that will be constantly evolving and ever reflective of what our computers, our machines, AI, robotics will be serving us, hopefully, in the future. I hope you like this short review of this book, Rise of the Robots. If you do like this channel, I'll be sharing more books in the future. Please subscribe or click like to this video. I'm also looking out for people to interview, to talk about the books they love very much. I'm so looking forward to learn from them and their experiences. So if you know anybody, just comment below and I'll get in touch with you. As for now, stay safe. Bye.